Hi everyone, in our previous video, we looked into a very fast intro about why we need to use Laravel. Okay, in this episode, I'm going to show you guys how to install Laravel. Okay, there are three ways for you to install Laravel. Okay, first to use XAMPP. When you install your XAMPP comes with PHP, MySQL, okay, and a few other applications. Okay. You also can install WAM if you want to, but I'm suggesting use XAMPP. Okay. The second way is you just download everything separately, PHP from php.net, MySQL from MySQL website, and install it and configure the PHP setting properly. The third thing is using Laravel Homestead. Okay, Homestead is actually is a way of for you to set up a virtual machine inside a virtual box, which is going to act like a web server. All right. Okay, I'm going to show you guys two ways. Okay, first is using XAMPP, then finally I will set up Homestead for the rest of the learning process. Okay, so first, please do download XAMPP and install it. Okay, second, what you need is Composer. Okay, it is always best for you to use Composer to download the Laravel project instead of downloading the Laravel archive file from the website or GitHub. Okay, so let's go to Composer. I have already installed XAMPP, so the next step is to install Composer. So get Composer. Okay, so in get Composer, let's go to getting started, and then if you look at number 4, installation on Windows, so click on installation on Windows. There are two ways for you to install. Okay, if you choose to install from composer setup.exe, the installer is going to take care of everything. Okay, if you guys choose to install it manually, you need to set up everything manually. Okay, and a little more info about installing manual Composer. When you install it manually, please make sure you guys set your PHP destination folder, or the PHP where the PHP exe destination folder, and set that inside your environment variable, because you're going to run a command using PHP. So if the system can't find where is your PHP, the command not going to be executed. Okay, but I'm suggesting you guys to use the exe installer. Okay, download the installer. You guys just follow the default settings. Okay, click next, and you need to locate your where is your php.exe destination. Okay, let's go browse. Okay, you need to get into C. Since I'm installed using XAMPP, so everything's inside the XAMPP, PHP, MySQL, and the rest of the application. Get into XAMPP, go into PHP folder, and here is where is your PHP application.php.exe. So just open the folder, and where you can see full path of your php.exe. Okay, click next. Okay, the installer did ask you guys to add to system path variable. Add this to system path variable, and add this to system path variable. Okay, alright, so click finish. Install, sorry, and the installer will download the composer.file and set it up properly for you guys. Okay, if you choose to use manual installation, you guys need to download the composer.file and using the php command to download the composer.file, and you guys need to create a batch file. Basically, if you go see here, you need to create some batch file. Run this command in the CMD, and the batch file will be created, and you just need to follow the manual installation steps and everything will work fine. Okay, so let's click next and finish. Okay, so now the second step after, it's the third step. First is XAMPP, installing XAMPP. Second is installing the composer. The third is to set up the environment variables. Okay, so let's get into our environment variable settings, advanced system settings. Okay, environment variable path. Okay, so if you guys have a look over here, the composer installer already set up the environment variable, but if you guys using Windows 7 or Windows 8 or any other Windows version, please do a double check on this configuration, because the setting up might be differ if you are using different Windows version. I'm using Windows 10, so the composer installer choose to set it up automatically. But if you're using other Windows, please make sure the configuration are set properly over here. If not, please manually set it up. Okay, and click OK and OK. So mine is already set up properly. I'm just going to click cancel, and I'm going to close this also. So if you guys have PowerShell, Windows PowerShells, please use Windows PowerShell for you to work along with your Laravel. Okay, but for now, you guys still can use command prompt. Okay, I'm going to use command prompt for now. Alright, so if you want to see your PHP and Composer working properly, all you need to do is type Composer, and it shows Composer here. Okay, so if you want to know what version of Composer you're using, all you need to do is type Composer -v, and show you the Composer version. Okay, so next we're going to check our PHPs are working properly. So what you need to do is type PHP and just press V. If you just type PHP, it is not going to work. So PHP-V is going to show you the PHP version. I'm using the PHP 7.0.1, the PHP version 7.0.1. Okay, so XAMPP is done, Composer is done, setting up environment variable is done. So the next is to set up the Laravel project files. Okay, there are two ways for you to use Laravel project file. Okay, first is you guys download the project files and put inside the XAMPP htdocs folder. So second is just put the project file anywhere, folder anywhere you wish, because Laravel comes with its own server. Okay, its own server. Okay, I will show you guys both. Okay, now. Okay, first what I'm going to do is I'm going to install the Laravel inside the XAMPP htdocs. I'm going to put it inside here. Okay, I'm going to put inside here. Okay, so let's get into our Laravel websites. So go to Laravel and go to documentation. Then we go to installation. We already done the installation. Install Laravel. You need Composer. Okay, we already installed Composer. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, we are going to do this command. Okay, we are going to do this command. So I'm going to copy this command, and here you can see the path is different. We need to change the path to XAMPP htdocs here. So I'm going to shift and right click and open command from Windows over here. So now our path is here. So I'm going to paste this Composer, create project, prefer this. I'm going to delete all these things. What I'm going to do is I just going to retype everything, Laravel, and I'm going to give the project name. Let's say I'm going to do ticket system. I'm just going to do ticket and click enter. Okay, so this Composer going to pull the Laravel framework inside your XAMPP htdocs and name the project as ticket. So we just need to wait for a while, and then let the Composer do the job. So if you guys get into your XAMPP docs folder, you guys can see there's a folder created ticket and all your Laravel related files and folders inside here. Okay, so let the composer finish the installation. Okay guys, you guys don't get panicked when the installation takes sometimes or is showing a lot of things on the command prompt. It is normal, no need to worry. Okay, so every time you guys going to do a project with Laravel, you guys need to run a composer, create project, Laravel, and your project name. Okay, and now we have already downloaded the Laravel framework. So to test run the Laravel framework, what we need to do is first we're going to use XAMPP. So we're going to use XAMPP. Okay, so my XAMPP start Apache server, and if you need to use MySQL, you guys can start the MySQL server as well. But right now I just want to test, make sure my Laravel is working fine. Okay, so go to your browser and type localhost, basically localhost slash our folder name is ticket. Okay, if you type this, you're going to see a lot of folders and files because this is not the proper URL for you to access your project. So where you're going to access is localhost ticket public. This is where you access your project. So basically, if you guys can see Laravel 5, it shows that your application is ready and you can start developing your project. Okay, this one you are using XAMPP for you to operate your Laravel. Okay, now how to run Laravel without XAMPP. Okay, so to show that, I'm going to stop this Apache and then I'm going to quit and I'm going to refresh the page. It's going to show some errors. Okay, maybe not reachable whatsoever. Okay, the page is not available. So what you can do here is go back to your this folder. You can place it anywhere if you are going to run it without XAMPP. Okay, you can put anywhere you want to put inside your computer. So just go inside this folder and just open up a command prompt over here, and what you guys need to do here is you just need to do php artisan serve. Okay, php artisan serve. This is the command for you to start the building Laravel server. Okay, so here's a URL for you to access your Laravel application. So say we go to localhost and your port is 8000 and click enter. It's going to straight away show you guys your homepage. This is your homepage. So both ways the same, but when you are using your XAMPP, you need to specify localhost, the project name, and also the public folder. And if you are running straight away from Laravel project, you just need to specify localhost and the port number. Okay, so this is how you're going to use with XAMPP. Okay, or run it standalone. But how if you want to install inside VM? Okay, so VM I will make it in another video. Okay, so that's all for this video. Our Laravel is working fine, and see you all in next video.